All right. Good afternoon. So the idea for today is to make that brace for the battery. The battery is gonna sit right here behind the passenger seat, right there. All right. So we need a brace, so it won't be moving around. I got two weld nuts. Hard to see, but they're already here in place from a previous brace I had there from another battery that was smaller and it wasn't good enough. Anyway, I'm gonna make a new brace out of some aluminum sheet. Got the pattern here. It's already made. I'll make some holes on it and use my only dimple die I have to strengthen all these flat pieces of aluminum. So I'm gonna make it out of aluminum because obviously paper will not hold. You know, I mean, we can try to make it out of paper and see if it holds. It probably won't. And I still need to drill a couple holes here, weld another couple of weld nuts, and get it done. It's gonna be pretty easy, simple. It's just gonna take time. And I gotta make the bands and all that. They're not very difficult to do, but when you don't have a metal brake or sheet metal brake and you have to use a vise like this, it makes it more difficult. But it is what it is. Now, time to get to it. I'm not gonna show you everything, but pretty simple. Okay, so I got this pretty much set up. I use my trusty permanent marker. I don't have a machinist glue. Just do the outline so we can scribe it. One thing is to make sure is to, if you're gonna do some bending on your sheet metal, you don't want to go parallel to the grain on the sheet metal. The grain is going this direction, so I want to go perpendicular to the grain. That way I don't create a stress fracture, even though this thing is probably not gonna crack, but it's good practice anyway. That's why I'm laying this piece like that. I actually had to cut this piece. It was long enough this way, but making the bend that way is not gonna work. So, just gonna do this real quick. Lay it out. I'll try to speed this up. Just like so. Like this. And you use the scribe like this. Nice sharp end. And you scribe. If you're using cardboard or like cardstock to make your patterns, you gotta be kind of careful because you can easily bend them if you're scribing really hard. Anyway, you scribe. Obviously staying in the pattern. I'll just shut up and let you see it. Here's my punch. spring-loaded punch, automatic punch, whatever. Punch where the vents are going to be, where the holes are going to be. And I'm going to have to move them. Simple as that. Oh, well, of course I screwed up. I forgot to punch these two. But you can follow the line and punch this other bend. Like that. And it's a good idea to mark where all these are, so you'll know. You won't miss them. I am by no means a pro at this, but I know enough to get in trouble. So that's that. Now, time to cut. Alright, so what I did is just cut it up. Gotta make sure you do the holes first. Drill the holes always, because it's easier on a bigger piece of metal. And also, after you cut or drill the holes, deburr all the holes so you won't cut yourself. And now you just gotta trim all these edges, make it all nice and pretty. Do the big holes right here for the hole saw, and then use this wonderful thing right here. This thing is to make those flared out holes. They call it dimple dies, or I call them dimple dies. So you just put the, when you have a hole, you put the piece of sheet steel, aluminum, you screw this in all the way, and it'll create that effect. Kind of like this wonderful piece right here. This is a gas pedal. You can see right there the dimples. This is made out of aluminum. Anyway, I'll show you when I'm done. Alright, for those who wanted to see how a dimple is made, I already made one. It deforms the metal slightly and it won't be straight anymore. So this piece will not be straight. I'll try to bend it back to being straight. Anyway, so the bottom portion, or the lip, is gonna be on the outside on this bracket. So you just put this on like so. And there's a little lip that catches the circle or the hole. And obviously the screw will screw onto the other side on this bottom piece. And I'm gonna put some anti-seize on the bolt, just to make it easier. Super simple. Once that's set up like that, you just go ahead, make sure it's in place, you screw it down, and then you tighten the bolt. And slowly, it'll start creating the lip. And you'll feel when it's done, because it's like tightening any bolt, like right there. That's it. It's done, and you can see there's no gap on top or bottom. So now you loosen this like that. Whoops. Take out the bolt, and it's right here. And there it is, just like that. But like I said, now the sheet metal has a curve, which I'll have to bend back, but it has a nice flare now. And this bracket is almost done. So I'll continue and then I'll come back. And all done. Thanks to the magic of TV, it is finished. Somewhat. At least it's in place. And that's just temporary. I still gotta get the carpet on, the vinyl on, fix all that wiring mess. But that's it, and it's solid. And this thing is not gonna move. It's not going anywhere. Very simple bracket. It works. No biggie. So next thing is the wires. Fix all the wiring here and up front. Some really crappy wiring I did. Nothing much there now. It's mostly here, that, and reroute some stuff. Like, I hate that. It's a spaghetti mess. Some wires over there too. But after that, I'm gonna do the shifter. I already got the shifter. I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna be able to bolt it down because it's very tight. But anyway, till next time, peace.